Hi, I'm Caitlin M. Elo, certified numerologist of Light Bright Numerology. In this video, I want to delve in deeper why the name that you choose for your children carries such weight and importance. Now, rewinding just a little bit, the foundation underlying numerology is that we, as souls, choose our names and our birth dates before being born. We already have prior knowledge to that, or at the very least, the energetic vibrations that they correspond to. You, as the parent, get to determine the name in most cases. Even if you have adopted your child, you have determined the name that your son or daughter does carry throughout his or her life. Now, you can think of the name that you choose as a job description that you're putting out into the universe for a soul to respond to choose to take or not to take. And with that, it does help to understand the job description that you're putting out there, right? Are you putting out a job description for a child who is wildly creative, or a child who is creative and entrepreneurial? Or are you putting out a job description for a child that is creative, yes, but has some difficulties expressing him or herself, especially early on? Those are just examples with the 3 energy, for example. Suffice it to say, you have a lot of control over that with the name that you choose, believe it or not. So just to outline the specific aspects of what you do affect with the name, there's the expression number, the soul urge number, the secret self number, and the growth number. Now, there are some derivatives off of these as well. These are more core in a chart. There's also a forecasting aspect. So most of the forecasting does have to do with the birth date. However, there's something called an essence, which is I like to call it a flavor infusion for each year, and it is based off of the name. Now, in my baby naming videos that I put out every Tuesday, I just focus on the growth number, because the growth number corresponds to the first name that you give your child. And I just want to clarify where the growth number comes from actually where all these numbers come from. And they come from the sum of all of the corresponding numbers to each letter in your child's name. So with the growth number, this would be all the letters in your child's first name converted into numbers and summed up one by one. So just knowing what the growth number carries already will establish those basic innate positive traits that your child gets to carry. And there are 12 different recognized energies that this can correspond to, 1 through 9, and then the master numbers 11, 22, and 33. There are obviously pros to every single number, and understanding what those pros are can help you decide if you do in fact want your child to carry those innate abilities. Now, I also like to do this whenever I do a baby name numerology report for expectant parents. So the child has not yet been born, hasn't yet been named. I look at the due date, I look at the days leading up to it, and also following that, because we don't know exactly when the child will be born. And I look at different combinations of names that they give me and what that will produce for each day. On certain days, there might be something called a conflict, or there could be a karmic debt. And these signify heavy energies. It signifies that your child will be carrying some harder or more difficult energy to work throughout this life. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I have a double conflict in my natal name. However, choosing the growth number can really help alleviate the heaviness. This is part of the reason why I'm so passionate about it. I think it's really important. It could also help you as the parents understand what is going on with your children. I totally believe in understanding the personality and the motivations in each child, because every child is different, will be different, and understanding and being able to respond to their needs will go a long way. So if you have any questions or if you'd like to work with me, then head on over to lightbrightnumerology.com and you can send me an email from there. You could also leave a comment down below and I'll see it and respond. Have a light, bright, and joyous day, and I will see you next Tuesday for a baby name video.